Alright, I am just doing this one to kind of show some of the places I hang out, elevations of where I am at. If you go back through my videos and you find my moose videos, those were shot at 10,000 to about 10,400 feet. Some of every one of these is one of the hikes I have done. When you come in here, this is just from hunting season. That was a 2-week period. Actually, it was 9 days. 9,061 feet, 9,121 feet. That one was a short one. It was just under 2 miles. Let me see. This one was 8865, 9,124, 4.5 miles. Another 4.5 miles. That might be the same one. Never mind. Alright. 9,012, 8864, 2 3/4 miles. Now, the times on these do not reflect my normal pace. My normal pace, I am hauling ass just a little bit. Let's see what the elevations are here, though. God damn it. 9,000 feet. This one right here, this is a trail that right in this draw is where I had one cow elk jump over the top of me. 7 cows and 8 calves went around me. There's an elk bed. Oh, that's that waypoint. I think that's the trail. 5.9 miles. 5 miles, 9/10. This one right here, 6 miles and 1/10. So now granted, these were hunting. That 1 mile an hour pace, that's not my average pace. Normally I go about 4 miles an hour. Here's a hike from last year, 4.9 miles, and that one I did totally alone by myself, and I try to go as slow as possible when I'm hunting. Whoops. Okay, now right over here, you see this elevation gain right here? That 4-wheeler mark, that is where I park my 4-wheeler. This is where I come up. That is 9.13 miles with a hiking speed of 1.5 miles an hour. So do I do some hiking? Do I get into some diverse terrain? Let's look at that. This is all 9,000 to 9,500 feet. This elevation, 6,000, that is off. I live at 6,378 feet, something like that. But as you come down, you get into these cliff faces, these rimrock canyons. If I go to Topo again, that gives you a indication of what these drop-offs and climbs are like. It doesn't faze me. For 55 years old, I am pretty much tear up my kids. They're from 18 to 27, and we'll go out, do a morning hunt, hike, and you got to realize I do this year-round to stay on top of the elk. This isn't just 9 days out of the year. We hunt 2 different elk seasons. Our elk seasons are, one of them's 9 days long, one of them's 7 days long. I have to be in shape just for the brutality of what we go through trying to get a elk every year. Alright, right here. You see those ridge lines? Right here is 6,800 feet. Right there, 7,000 feet. You see that? You're not climbing that. You're not getting up that. So, I don't want to hear that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't like to have these personal battles, but I'll be damned if somebody is going to take my words, misrepresent them, and turn it into something to fit their narrative. If you don't like what I do, you don't have to watch. Hey, I'm cool with that. I'm not in this for the views. For me, this is hopefully to help somebody, and also for myself, because I do plan on going out there. And so it just is what it is. Right here, I haven't seen anything like this in the sheep range. Not at all. You have a 200-foot vertical cliff. And I go turkey hunting, I go deer hunting, I go elk hunting. I love to watch the bighorn sheep, and when I am shooting videos of the bighorn sheep, a lot of times they are, let's see, right here in these meadows. This is a private ranch, but those sheep will come down off of these public land cliffs, drop right down into here. So the terrain that I live in, other than the heat factor, is probably more brutal, more demanding than what I've looked at over at the sheep range. Now, I'm not saying that the sheep range doesn't have its share of ass-kicking terrain. Let's call it what it is. I mean, if we're all adults, that's just kind of what it is. So let's move out here just a little bit. Right here. See, my entire area that I live in is brutal as hell. We don't have these. I mean, we do. I'll take that back. We do have little flat areas like this. The only difference is most of them are private property, and if you want to go look for anything, you come up here into the brutal shit. So anyway, And I will tell you this, when I look at this, this is every bit as brutal as what I have here everywhere I go. Unless I go up on top of the mesa. If I go up on the mesa, it's the world's largest flat top mountain, 10,800 feet with peaks above 11,000 feet. Where I hunt elk, if you follow that rim, it takes you to Peak Uncompahgre in the San Juans. It's a 14,000 foot peak. In fact, it's over 14,000 foot. The collegiate peaks. I forget how many 14ers are in that. Pikes Peak, another 14er. You can go look at Pikes Peak in my camping video from this summer. So, before you think I'm just another moron looking at a computer screen, you might want to get to know me, and you might want to figure out the things that I am into. Because this, it pisses me off that we even have to have these little pissing matches back and forth. And what it comes down to is ego. What I will not tolerate my words being misspoken. I just will not. If somebody wants to twist my words, then you can bet there's going to be a little bit of a fight going on. Because I'm not going to sit back and take that. I don't care how old a person is. I don't care how young a person is. To me, it doesn't matter. I am basically putting my own investigation, my own thoughts into this. So, anyhow, for everybody that watches, I would kind of like to apologize for my reaction and blowing up to the guy I blew up at. I have no apologies. That was your second time, and you hit it with your third time this time, and you have absolutely nothing coming from me as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, there it is. That's a little bit of my background. And if anybody thinks that... Shit, where am I? New Mexico. Anybody that is interested, you want to go for a walk? I'll take you on a walk. Come out here. Just be ready for about 8,000 feet and above. And it's not like these are ridges. What these are basically long benches that taper down into fingers. And as these fingers come down, they turn into brutal cliff faces. I can get video of them. It's not that big of a deal to me. So, this terrain right here that I'm showing, this is more like what I have seen of Nevada. When you look at the elevations, 7,400, 6,800. You look at those lines, you see how tight they are. You see this? You see this? Those are faces. So anyhow, that is where I'm coming from. It isn't like I don't have any clue. Excuse me. So, anyhow, to anybody that cares, sorry about my participation in the drama. And to the guy that pretty much set me off, no apologies. Alright, later.